Alright. Crazy Kill's in here, Slime Rancher's in here. Let's look at our replay folder. This looks like all those replays were from our last replay review session. I wish Rocket League would look into a folder. I would just create a folder called replay review, and I would tell it to look at that or something. I think that'd be helpful. Let's see here. Snappets had some replays. Let me check these out. I'm just going to randomly grab games 1 and 3. You can make subfolders within your... Here, I'll show you what I got. So I've got the demos folder, right? And I've got all of my replays saved in subfolders just so that I don't have to see them. But if I go to extras replays, there's nothing shown. So it doesn't actually search these subfolders. So what I do is, if I need to look back at something that I created, I drag it back out of here and put it directly into the demos folder. But so that I can find replays that you guys give me, they go to my downloads folder, and then I copy and I paste them into my demos folders without anything else in there. So I can find them a little bit easier. So now when I search for replays, hey, there they are. So let's see if Crazy Kill's in one of these. Yeah? Not this one. Alright, we'll change. Let's try this one. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Crazy. Did you play in any of these, buddy? Do I have to download all 4 of them? Game 2 or 4? Oh, well. I grabbed the exact opposite games that you were in. It's interesting. What the fuck? That was really loud. I apologize. Game 2. Oh, that's 2 to 10, guys. Maybe let's do 4. It's not a pretty game. Not maybe what we wanted to review. Okay, this is a little better. 0-3. Oh, we had you and Steely on both these games, huh? That's a little rough. I just did my first round of cuts and Steely didn't make it. Like the diagonal dodge. Careful on boosting backwards towards your own net. Especially if you got teammates there, it's probably not really needed. Ooh. Sometimes just sit in ball cam too long. It's a good job using small pads though. But you can switch out of ball cam real quick to car cam and double check to see where boosts are. Oh, we need to have somebody pressure that. Jokev has to go. Nice. Good job using that space to get to that ball quickly. A little bit of a weird recovery. I don't think you needed to do the backflip. I think you just needed to land on your wheels. Oh. Oh, that's a thing that just happened. Not a huge fan of that. We're getting some weird lag spikes. Is this server or is this the replay file? Did it feel like this in-game? Because that's pretty awful. ideally pressing that a little bit faster. Joe Kev doing a good job banging that downfield. Server. Okay. That's rough. That's pretty much why you guys got scored on right there. That's either some of you were dealing with lag, or I would go boost rotation here. So here's why. So one, steal their boost. If you're by their boost, steal it. You might as well. All right. So here's why. You have basically a 1-man pressuring the ball and a 2-man who's in that defensive support rotation, and you're the 3rd man. You're able to do what you want to do. If you want to go for a demo, you can go for a demo. If you need boost at this particular moment, I mean, you could probably even get mid boost if you wanted to, but I like the back post rotation, so I would grab up the back corner. Oh, why do we have... Unload. Okay. So I would just do a back post rotation there. And I would get that big boost. And that's why, because you have the 1 and the 2-man in front of you. So if they get past one, they're going to have to deal with the other. And right now you're in net with not a lot of boost, and it would be a lot better if you had a little bit of boost. So I do talk about leaving on small pads, and it's really good for... staying center of the field. It's really good for staying part of the play, but sometimes it's just good to bail out and get some big boost. And if you haven't had big boost in a while and there's some pads open that are kind of close to you in your rotation, definitely worth it. I probably would have gone demo on the 3rd man there for the orange team. You guys happen to cross paths there, and it would have screwed up his back rotation back into the group. Replays. Yes, I can. If you hand me a ball chasing link, I will do just fine with that. It's a little bit awkward. Teammates are in front of you. By skipping on the boost, you get to challenge that guy a lot faster, but you're like trying to make me proud of you for using small pads the whole game. That was a good big boost pickup. Good clear. I like the ball cam change over the last guy. If you could put this just a little bit more inside. So right now you're kind of coming in pretty nicely to hit it center on the ball. Like the ball is going to kind of come this way and you're going to meet it, and when you do, you put it directly off the backboard basically here, but it bounces straight back. If you put it just slightly here, it'll bounce really nicely in front of the net. So to do that, you want to be kind of hitting the left side of the ball a little bit. I guess you kind of do hit the left side of the ball, but it was pretty close. With Joe Kev really close there, that was a good opportunity. Nice, good boost steal. Oh, that's unfortunate it didn't come through. That was a great save by them. You don't need to download it for me, buddy. Just the link is fine. It's actually more of a headache for you to send me the Rocket League replay file. I'd rather have the link, honestly. Yeah, so lower ranked players, every time they try to make contact with the ball, they flip into it. And so I would say one of my biggest suggestions is don't use your flip as often to make power with the ball. Use your car making contact with the ball just to make power with the ball. So here, you actually don't need the flip. You needed to line up more directly on the ball and just go through it. If you wanted to, you could front flip through it. Side dodging on contact on the ball is definitely not my recommended playstyle. And in general, if you flip, you're going to take longer to recover. So if you can make contact with the ball first and then use your flip to recover, I find that that's a lot more beneficial. Or if you double jump aerial and then you make contact with the ball, you're not using your flip as you're making contact with the ball because you use your double jump in order to get up into the air. So that could have been a little bit of latency there, that you thought the ball was maybe going right a little bit faster than it was. I do like this lime green car, it's pretty cool. Not a bad lob up, good boost steal. I would just kind of hold here. Nice. Yeah, you kind of did. If Steely could have pounded that ball down the field, that would have been really nice. And you could have probably turned on the wall for it. Yeah, sometimes being in ball cam mode definitely gets you tunnel vision. You start to creep towards the side that the ball's on, for example. I'm not seeing a lot of right stick camera usage, and I would say if you can add that into your gameplay, that's going to be a huge next step. Just a quick flick to the right, quick flick to the left, press it down to check behind you. Those are going to be helpful. That's a big hit from Steely. That's the first time I think I've seen Steely actually get a big hit. The other time was when you pinched it with him. Good boost grab. Yeah, you're here. I would probably go for that as well. I don't think you had a good chance of making contact with it with the approach that you took, but it's definitely worthwhile. You got a dribble opportunity here. You kind of waste it by just throwing it over to the opponent. I think there's not a lot of dribble opportunities in threes, and when you have that time, you should probably use it. This is awkward as fuck. You like my car for once. It's tough to call out just one thing to work on, or just like two things to work on. I'd say the biggest thing though for that game was, and in general, slightly different boost management. Small pads was great. Grabbing up the big boost if you have the opportunity. If you've got two friends in front of you, two teammates, whatever, and they're going to give you that opportunity to get boost, I think you get boost. And then flipping into the ball, I would work on not flipping into the ball as often. One thing, if you're in the offensive zone and you're flipping into the ball, you're probably going to hit the crossbar a lot more often. So I would work on just making good contact with the ball without flipping into it. So let's just kind of see what that would look like, so you get an idea. Okay, so loading up free play. Okay, so what you're doing every time is you're flipping, right? You're flipping. Every time you want to make contact with the ball. You're on a wrong path, so you flip to the side. But what I'd like to see is touch it, single jump touch, or use that jump to get up in the air and then touch. See how I can... I didn't give a good example there. Okay. No, I was gonna wave dash there. Not a good example again. I just want a bouncing ball. Give me a bouncing ball, please. Thank you. Alright. And then I can use my jump to wave dash down. Make contact with the ball. Come back down. I'm not using the jump to flip into the ball as often. Alright, anyway. Let's see here. Destin gave me a replay. Slime gave me a replay. See, this one downloaded as temp. What's different? Weird. Not training. Alright, Destin, let's see what we got. Do you want me to watch this from your perspective or from the team's perspective? I'm going to start with teams, but if you tell me that you just want to see what you did right or wrong, let me know. Oh, good try. Big rotation out by Twist. It's a good lead pass. I don't like Comp's rotation there in particular. It's very ball side heavy. It was a really nice play between Destin and Twist. Oh my god, what a save. I want to back up to show something. So this is one of the things that I'm talking about at the higher ranks. We're going to see this a lot more often, and at the lower ranks, you guys aren't doing this as often. So Comp comes up the wall to hit this ball, and what does Twist and Destin do? Okay, so if Comp is the one man, who's the two man? Well, Twist decides he's the two man. So Twist actually moves up the field in preparation for Comp's hit with the assumption that Destin will either support him or that the orange team won't have a good enough play on this, that they're going to counterattack and put a shot in. And this is what I talk about when I talk about breaking up field. So, ready? Now Comp's making contact with the ball. He's uncontested. There's no orange people up here with him. In fact, they're on the ground preparing for this hit. And Twist is into the spot where he's already upfield, ready for this pass. Destin also turns because he has confidence in Comp's hit. But if I was Destin, I'd probably rotate back a little bit more, just prepare for that third man rotation. But I like the aggression in general. Like, I think this, no matter what, is good play because we are moving up into offense very quickly. So I definitely wanted to highlight that. Notice how fast we just break down field, and we immediately get pressure on them. And it's not going to look the same. It's going to look different at those lower ranks, but it's the two people moving up together that's the big thing, instead of just leaving one person to move the ball up the field on his own. This is awkward. Comp can't recover on that wall. So here, if I was Twist, I would mostly be looking to either put this off the backboard. He's low on boost. Ugh. See, I don't like that far back rotation all the way for that big boost. He could have grabbed up a couple smalls and been in a position a little bit faster. So what I'm looking for if I'm Twist is knowing where my teammates are. So before coming and approaching this ball, I might have taken a look right to see where Destin was. Or I would have just assumed that he's going to be moving up somewhere to my right. So I would either do one of two things. I would try and put it off the backboard somewhere up here. I mean, even here is probably okay. Do the waterfall where it falls straight down. Or I would just honestly lay a pass across the mid. With where Benji and Reeves are in rotation, that's probably the best play is to switch sides of the field. Com's coming back in rotation here. Commentix is on the wall, so you definitely don't want to be putting it into the wall. You've got a little bit of room in this corner. You could probably dribble if you wanted to, but you're low on boost, so dribbling is probably not your best option. And the ball's coming down pretty fast, so containing it for a dribble is going to be a little bit tough. So I really think option one is put it off the backboard, and option two is slot a pass across to the center. And in this particular situation, I would actually swap them. I really like option one a lot better because how Benji's approaching you and how Reeves is rotating back post. So what we're going to do is we're going to completely take Benji out of this equation by sliding a pass behind him, basically, and Destin's going to be one-on-one with Reeves, and potentially you moving up as well, so I think that's going to be one of our best options. And if we look at where Destin is, I mean, he easily could have been at a pass that goes right here. Sorry, my mouse was slightly wrong. He easily could have gone there, and before Reeves for sure. Instead we get kind of a weak hit and give away the ball. So start looking infield for passes. I really think Premier is the place where you can do quick camera looks, know where your teammates are, Destiny you center, and then just hit it to them. And once you start doing that a couple times, you're going to get used to each other's play styles and setting each other up like that. I don't like Com's touch there. It sets it up so that we can kind of reset. The reset's fine. I just think if he didn't touch it, we were still in a good offensive position. Awkward rotation over top of Destin for twist. I like the pop center. Comp was stealing their boost though, so he couldn't get back in front fast enough. Really good challenge up in the air. Reeves is super dangerous, and you don't want to give him a lot of space to do what he wants. So Comp jumping for that was really good. I like the stop on the ball side rotation. Comp could have gotten right in front of Destin. I might have stayed upfield for it, but instead he got out of the way. He rotated center and came in support behind. Oh, again, just a little bit awkward touches. Good control. That's going to be Reeves' ball. That's unfortunate. I like the attempt at finding your teammate downfield. Really like backboard defense. That was a great play by Comp. Good interrupt. Reeves is just going to bang this. Oh, he fucked up. That's a little dangerous, Destin. I like the attempt. I know what you're trying to do there, but you're just clearing it up the middle, and that's dangerous. The shock. I mean, people are going to miss the ball time to time, and I don't know his boost in that particular situation, but it looked like a simple enough aerial that he would have had it. Good control. Maybe not the pop out you wanted. You want those to go a little bit more center. Lofty passes over the center. We're not really seeing them yet. This is dangerous for them. They're just dropping that right onto a silver platter. Good try, good try. It's a little scary on that challenge. Twist is technically the third man, but I think we did a good job slowing it down and stopping what was happening. It's a little bit scary. Good challenge up in the air again. Comp playing backboard really well. Ooh, love the flip cancel. Holy shit, that's some really good guard control. Anybody else see that? That was sick. That was really nice. And with low boost too. Just a lot of confidence in that hit. Nice, great play. Comp to twist, Destin. I like it. Twist. Come on, buddy. We gotta be shooting for the corners. Can't be shooting for the center of the net. This is shit that I do. Okay, so with this shot, ball is center of the field. You have Commentix on the left side, Benji rotating into Commentix's face, and Reeves on the backboard kind of falling this way. I think we go for Reeves. I think we make Reeves make the hard save. I think we got to go right post here. The alternative is right before you hit it, you can kind of see Reeves is jumping off the wall. You might have gone high with it. Just sky it as much as you possibly can. But honestly, I think the right post is the right play. Like the demo. I like the demo. Memlo best GM. No way. No way. Who's the UGM? That's scary. We need to be careful on that. No, I don't know anything about this. Comp's busy typing. Can you get it? Oof, good try. I'm not sure what we're going for there. Alright. Anytime Benji's the third man, I think we destroy him. So what did Benji do wrong here, team? 3, 2, 1. Benji was the third man, and he dove in. You don't want to dive in this situation. You got two people in front of you, you're the last man back, you want to try and slow this play down. You want to force Destin into your defensive corner, and that'll give your teammates time to get back on defense. That's what we want to do. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, don't dive in. It's tempting. It's tempting to try and stay up on offense. Now, the other thing is, with what happened, so we'll go over it in just a second. Okay, there's 25 seconds left. The other option is it's just so little time that you sometimes just need to play super aggressive. So you dive in because you need to be aggressive. You need to get a goal. You've only got 25 seconds left. But the problem here is you have 25 seconds left. You could probably still score with 15. But now, because you dove in, you're down 2 goals instead of just the 1. So I think in this case, we let it run back to our corner and we try and make a counterattack one more time. Got dusted. I would say Benji's probably the weaker link on the weakest link on this particular 3 squad. He's been pretty much not relevant. Destin coming up with 2 big goals. Twist and Comp kind of playing their roles really well. Comp just really buying a lot of time. He gave Reeves a ton of space, and not really necessarily too. But you can see here, Reeves uses a lot of boost to get up to the ball on the wall. Uses boost to get back onto the ball, so he's probably sitting at about 30 now. Destin and Twist are in front of Comp, so he wants to play this one slow, and he gets boost, and now he realizes, oh, actually nobody's going to come in on Reeves, so I actually have to play this, but I'm going to make sure I get boost first before I come across. It was a pretty good play. I think if I was Destin, I'd commit to Reeves, force him to make a play that he doesn't want to, maybe get a 50. What you don't want to do is have a bad 50 go the wrong way. Alright, I got a replay from Slime Rancher, so we're going to take a look at that. I think it's this one. See, this one didn't download as temp. I don't get it. Downloads. What do you guys think? I don't do too much review on Premiere just because they are better than me, and what I recommend might not actually be very applicable or good suggestion for them. They definitely play a different play style than I do. I play a little bit more conservatively, and I look for a lot more passing. One of the things that I end up doing as a result of my looking for passing, which is really bad, is I give the ball away a lot. I hit the ball deep into the other zone and end up sacrificing the ball. Okay, so I've got Imperial Slime and Kronos on the other team versus Tiger, Drek Panda, and Rob Wob Wob. What were you hoping for here, Slime? Did you just want your perspective? Yeah. I will miss those as well, except not really, because they're kind of annoying. Slime. 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 Hey. Talking to you. Yeah, me please. Okay, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, you had to get a touch on that. I don't know that you necessarily needed a backup afterwards. I think we just stay aggressive. Nice, good tackle. Oh, you heard him pick it up, though. I don't think you rely on that boost. Holy banger of a shot. Where are you guys right now? Why is Kronos in and Veg not? I'm so confused. Veg out smoking or something. I'm not a big fan of this positioning. You didn't really get back post fast enough, so when the ball comes over your head, you're not ready for a shot. So you can't see where Rob Wob Wob is. He had a fucking great angle behind you. Stay upfield. Okay. I don't mind the bailback center. It's gonna catch your teammates off guard periodically where they're looking to clear the ball to you and let you take over. I think that might have been an opportunity for it. It just kind of depends on what Kronos' comms are. I think you were missing that if he put that on target. When was this Slime? Yeah, you need to use boost here. You got a bad touch in the corner that's catching your entire team off guard, and you are going to be the first person to this. And the other team, I mean, Direct Panda at least, kind of knew what was going on, so he was able to get there very fast. You'd never use your 29 boost. I would have used it. And the reason I would have used it is I would have corralled that ball back into the corner and gotten the corner boost. So you can use boost to get boost, basically. I think Imp had a chance at that as well, and he didn't even go for it, so that's kind of frustrating. Oh yeah, we're not looking from other people's perspective, we're just watching you. Not a huge fan of that kickoff. Might work on your front flips on the kickoff. Oh god, I'm dying. On the kickoff in particular. Watch your front flip, I think you grounded your nose somehow. And considering you're in a flat car, or short car rather, not playing a Dominus, you shouldn't be hitting your nose off the ground. Love that pass. Like the positioning. You'll get goals there. Don't you worry. I think you just hang out here. I like it. I like it. Oh, Kronos. Come on, buddy. Kronos should hold center there. I like that you're far post. If you need to bail back, you are the bail back person, most likely. But just let Kronos know you're far post, and anything that goes past the middle is yours. And good to go. I think backboard. Backboard's the play here. Watch how this goes. You got Imperial watching front post and low. I think if you go backboard, you are hitting this. I think you're making good contact with it. You're clearing it out a lot sooner than this. Two people front post, yeah. Again, I don't like this touch by Kronos. I think you just need to get the fuck out of there and let Slime go for it. And Slime, as soon as you see Kronos whiff, you go for it anyway. And you'll get in the face of Panda. I think you have to jump for that ball. By not jumping, you just kind of concede the goal. That's a banger. Ooh, unfortunate. Oh, you got around on it anyway. Nice. Well done. Yeah, the ball side rotation there from Kronos was bad. But I think Slime still had a decent chance at it. Just chose not to go. Rob! Off the ceiling, interesting. Interesting. Flip reset? I think you had it. It hit you pretty square at the dead center of the bottom of the car. Probably could have used it to wave dash. Kronos flying too low there to block Rob. That's a decent banger of a shot from him. Unfortunately, you're a little bit low on boost. I think that was probably an okay ball to fly for, and you just kind of hope that you got enough in the tank. And by being the one man, your team knew what to do right afterwards. Oh, that's super awkward. I think when your teammate misses a touch like that, it really throws things off. I was a little scared. It didn't quite make contact with your car how I would want it to. Nice, good corral. Needed to either flick there or to just keep turning with it and get around the opponent. Kronos decent in the air. And does he finish it? Yeah, you knew he was going for the boost. I like the rotation that you did in order to get out of his way, let him get the boost, and then stay with the play. That was all good. And you're just maintaining between like 40 and 50 boosts there the entire time. That's really good too. You were never really below 30. You're just kind of, I don't know what these kickoffs are. Not a fan. Not sure what's going on. But yeah, just always having a little bit of boost in the tank is really good because then you can be in the play, be a lot more relevant. Cross your teammate, love it. They're really cutting down that banger that you would have had. Oh, Imp with the backflip feels bad, man. And that just goes in. Okay. I would practice your Bacchus mod down on the D-pad. Put the ball in your defensive corner. Go towards the wall in midfield and hit down on the D-pad. Let the pass come to you and just kind of keep working on those. Touch, touch, touch. Oh no. Oh, I guess I could have looked at the time bar across the bottom, seen that that went in. Double boost kickoff. One of you had to save it. I don't mind that. It's a weird double commit, but I think it was worth it. Was that a flip cancel? Your car rotated really weird afterwards. It didn't flip through. It's laggy again. Yesterday, servers were terrible for me. I kept running into games where like 1 or 2 people in the lobby had 130 ping, even though they should have had like 40 ping. That was nice. That was clean. I'd say your biggest things that you need to work on are those outlet pass receipts. There was several times that you either leaked up a little bit too far and therefore the pass was too direct at you, whereas if you were a little bit shorter you would be able to drive onto the pass. So maybe don't quite boost before the balls hit, boost after the balls hit. And the second thing you could do to work on that is to kind of set yourself somewhere in this range. Set the ball like here, just hit the ball towards your net and then turn around, be here, hit down on the D-pad, and it'll fire a ball at you as you move upfield. I think that'll really help with your outlet passes. I like your positioning on those. I think that they're going to prove very fruitful in the future. The other problem is not knowing who's closing down on you, so just having some awareness there. And then I really enjoyed your small pad pickups. I would say you had at least one opportunity where you could have been backboard on a play, and that would have been really helpful for you. Alright, I'm reading this. If 3 are back in defense, 1 challenging, 1 front post, 1 backboard. Yeah. Backboard, back post, I would say, are the 2 places to be. Definitely situation dependent, but yeah, if you have game review. If you have the ball coming this way and you have 1 man on the ball, 2 man somewhere in net, and 3 man getting up on the backboard, I think that's going to be good. 3 man somewhere in here is going to be fine. 3 man also could be somewhere in here, getting a demo, or just getting back on defense. So this is definitely situational. In this particular situation, we had, I think it was Imp down low, Comp pushing the ball, no, Kronos pushing the ball, and I think Slime came in back post. It played out okay. The problem was that Imp wasn't ready for the bounce off this post, and so Rob Wobwob was coming in here, and Slime was just sitting watching, and if Rob would have made contact, he could have he had 90% of the goal to shoot for. And if he would have gone back post, it would have or whatever, backboard, he would have had an easy clear with it. And even Imp, honestly, with Kronos playing the 50-50, he might just go backboard and drop down if he needs to in order to play the ball. Sometimes 2 man can definitely go backboard. Really depends. And yeah, there's a high shot, you get to deal with it better. And I think that in general, people are just kind of like magnets up there. I don't know what it is, but if you put somebody on the backboard, 8 times out of 10, the other team's hitting it to you up there. So I think it's worth it. just to put somebody up there. Obviously, don't do it if the goal's fucking wide open and somebody's about to take a shot, but yeah. Two, nice, nice. I'm just gonna look through the replay files folder. See if I see anything. Okay, here's a major one. Let's do a major one. Let's see what major does. Stupid, stupid head. Stupid. This is an exciting lineup. This is, I think, one of the best lineups that we have in Fallout Shelter. I'm not even kidding. This is a pretty insane lineup. Double boost kickoff by them. Scotty with a cheat. Approved. Gets the goal. I just don't go double boost kickoff. I mean, seriously, don't. Just Scotty was uncontested there. Was able to beat two people with one flick. Oh, probably and Scotty up. Ooh, good try. A little dangerous by E-Man there. Manual. E-Man. Ooh, probably missed a clear. Maybe giving the ball away a little bit. We probably could have had a dribble there. That's a huge dunk by Scotty. I like everybody's positioning right now. Little back pass. Either way, that kind of went through towards two people. E-Man had an option and Scotty had an option at it. Good recognition by Scotty. That probably needed to get there fast, and Scotty had a good angle to see whether or not he could make it there fast. Big clear. Dribble. Probably would have kept it towards the wall a little bit, keep it away from Dr. Lee, but overall not terrible. Really good flip by E-Man here. So I see so many people. So recognizes that the ball is going to be going to this far side, right? Okay, we got nobody over there, and he's like, okay, well, I'm going to make sure that they don't get this boost, and then I will make sure that if they go wall, I will be on it, right? But Fortrix doesn't go wall. He clears it more along the lines like this, and Scotty's holding that front post. E-Man could absolutely rotate back from here. But what does he do? What does he do? Watch. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Closes down the wall. You're not going to clear it to the wall. I'm going to have this boost. Oh, there it is. Goes this way. And what does that do for Scotty? It opens up this entire side of the field for Scotty to make his moves, for him to know who's coming in. An option here, by the way. This is good. This is good for being defensive. Prolly could then come across the top. Scotty has a boom clear. An option is for Prolly to be the back post rotator, and E-Man to actually rotate back up the wall and give Scotty a boom option. So that's two ways that we could get clears for that. I really like the play though. Ooh, it's unfortunate. Two big whiffs there, and Prolly not in position. So we broke down there. Overall, I really liked the rotations. We need to make contact with the ball. This is one thing that you got to do. So Twist would have been there on Comp's pass, just for comparison. When we watched the premiere game, it's because as soon as he knew that Comp had it, he pushed up the field. And unlike this, where we weren't sure if Prolly had it or not, so we stayed back a little bit longer. Good push up by Scotty. Didn't quite work out. Oh no, not again. How did this ball get going so fast? Oh, that has a blue streak on it now, so probably got a pinch. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so probably pinched it. So what I would focus on there is if you're going to dribble it at their net, make sure the 50-50 is not going back towards your net. Otherwise, let's just dump it out in the middle, and if the other team happens to get it, then they happen to get it. Dr. Lee, Dr. Jones. I guess it's not Dr. Lee at all, huh? What a pass! What a redirect! That's a little bit dangerous coming in from Prawley, but I like it. It worked. If Prawley got beat there, it probably was a goal for the other team. Double boost kickoff by us, double boost kickoff by them. Not a fan, but it works out. Good job there as well. Not the pass that you're looking for. Okay. That's a tough one to play. We'll drop down into the box, maybe. There it goes. Now we got it. Yep. So let's watch what Prawley did there. And we're going to actually watch from his perspective. Because a lot of people would just kind of leave. Alright, so E-Man's the one man, Prawley's the two man, right? Okay. E-Man doesn't get the pass. But where's the three man? The three man is waiting for the clear. So Four Tricks doesn't get the good clear. Scotty puts it right back in. Where does Scotty put it? Alright, it's that area that I'm talking about. Scotty doesn't put it into the corner for it to bounce back. He directly puts the ball towards the backboard here so it bounces into the box. If you bounce it here, it's just so easy for the defense to read. Putting it behind the defense like this, it makes it so much more difficult for them to read. The only person that really actually has a chance on this is Brennan. And Prawley, the two-man, holds this space and just kind of turns back in on it. Knows that at least two people were beat with that play. Look at that. That's good. That's really good. I guess I don't want anybody to be on. Just faster. You guys are just faster than this orange team. Ooh, it's a little bit awkward here. We get a little bit of a double commit to this front post. So, E-Man, you're probably the one that's going to have to call it. You could say, I've got goal, Prawley stay upfield for Scotty. And then if it doesn't work out, Prawley will rotate back, and then he knows that you're back on defense. So this feels like Prawley cuts off E-Man. It's really just that E-Man had so much speed that he was able to get to this front post. But it was, in my opinion, E-Man's call to tell Prawley to stay upfield. So right now, that could be a two-man play between Scotty and Prawley. Instead, Scotty just gives the ball away to Dr. Lee. I don't know that I completely blame Scotty here. Maybe could have had a better touch, but he did get around one person. Just unfortunately didn't get around two people. Very quick breakout on offense. Holy. Oh, good try. I think you got to go high there, Scotty. I don't think you can play the low pass. And then our teammates bailed out. So you were the three-man, and E-Man does a big rotation back to get boost. So E-Man, just something to keep in mind there is your teammate's upfield. He's trying to make a play. He's trying to put it center for you, and you rotate back to defensive boost, probably also rotating really far away from play. So if we just look at the distance between the play and our teammates, it's just a little bit too far. Having one person make that big of a distance is probably okay. Having two is probably not right. There's just a ton of small pads in here that nobody's collecting. I think he could have just held some space a little bit closer to the play. We would have cut this ball down a little bit earlier. Let's see how it plays out. Oh, that's an awkward double commit again, and Scotty gets demoed. Yeah, and a lot of that just comes from the distance from the play and the ball and your car. I don't know what else to say. sometimes when you see a goal happen, rewind the play about 15 to 20 seconds. What happened leading up to the goal that was really the cause of it? Sometimes it's just a fluke in front of your net. Sometimes it's just a bad save. But sometimes it's a man was left in a 3v1 situation, or you guys could have stayed on offense a little bit better if you would have done something slightly differently. Scotty's doing a good job of maintaining some small pads. Maybe not the best contest, but we're able to break back on offense very quickly. That's great. It's going to bounce center. Prolly's there. It's past one. Another potential double commit. E-Man and Scotty kind of seeing the same gap, just coming at it from different angles. But wasn't really a double commit. It was enough that it was positionally a double commit. It would have been really difficult for Scotty to do anything there. But E-Man was the one who went for the ball, and Scotty was still in a decent position afterwards. Really good pass by Prolly to E-Man there for the goal. Oh! You want that one back, I bet. Class A and with the invite. Interesting. What is happening here? Are we just burning down time on the clock or something? That was a fun recovery by E-Man. He got back to defense after getting bumped very, very quickly. Again, Scotty making the pass. Maybe we just tell Scotty, hey man, solo play this, or you're alone. Something to let him know, don't pass it, you know? Because Scotty's looking for these corners to center, and he thinks that somebody's with him, and then they're not. So, one, be there for him. Or two, just let him know that you're not there for him, and then he will play accordingly. And that could be applicable to other teammates as well. Maybe you have a teammate that's throwing the ball center and you're not quite there for him. You could let him know, hey, I want you to do a solo play, or you're on your own for a little bit. We'll be there in a second. We're getting boost, whatever it might be. But sometimes you have to comms when you're away from the ball, and sometimes you have to be instructional. Tell someone what you want them to do with the ball, and that could be a pass to you as well. Put it off their backboard. I'll be ready. I mean, that's a couple quick words that you could say. Fits into the conversation of the game and lets your teammate know what you would hope for and what you could do if the play did work out that way. Alright, well, if I don't have any more replays coming in, I will call it for now. We can always do some more replay reviews later. Monday even. Distant is sending me one. I don't enjoy doing replay reviews for the enemy. You know? Distant. Hello? Ice friendly. Alright, I'm gonna watch from your perspective, I guess? Or do you want me to watch from the team perspective? Buckle. Is Joker watching this? Whoa. This has to be a 6-man's, huh? Oh my, that's scary. Never a problem. Ran into them in ranked. Oh, okay. Well, I recognize Destin's car, so it's definitely him. So, how many other people do you know named Destin? I like, yeah, the camera check. Okay. So, what do I usually like to see here? Alright. I usually like to see one, not a ball side rotation. So first of all, go this way. Second of all, if you are going to rotate back through this space, you grab this boost and then you get center so that you can start collecting some small pads. Those are probably the first two suggestions I would make. However, this isn't bad, and I'll tell you why it's not bad. Okay, we're going to get into a defense position. We are the third man. A third man's responsibility in this particular case is to get boost. We have Flepsy and a teammate in front of us. I've already forgot his name. And watch this. Ready? He checks to see where the ball is, okay? So, if we are in an offensive, aggressive position, if Buckle and Flepsy had made a play where we need to be aggressive, I think you turn upfield after you grab this small pad, you grab a couple more small pads in your rotation into the offensive zone, and you shoot the ball with 30 to 40 boosts, or you are in a position where you could shoot the ball if needed. However, Buckle has lost possession of this ball. Flepsy's in a decent position to block the next play, and the most important thing for us at this particular moment is to grab that back corner boost. And the only reason we know that is because we checked with our camera. That camera check was so huge. Perfect. We get back out of ball cam, we get into car cam. Now I personally like to transition a little bit faster, so I move my transition speed up. Camera. Oh, it doesn't say. But anyway, transition speed for me is a lot faster, so it goes between ball and car cam a little bit faster. So then you can line up that boost, and then he switches back into ball cam to see what the other team's going to do. Oof. Well, probably could have done something a little bit better there. You just grabbed that boost. That wasn't 10 seconds. Big boost, 10-second timer. Small boost, 4-second timer. Things to keep in mind. He's dunking, yeah. Probably was the best way that you could get dunked is back into that corner. I think I would have played maybe the fake or gone left with it, and I might have gotten scored on as a result. Okay. I would have missed that. I like that. I like the bump. Oh, it's not enough though. That sucks. I think you did need to bump the shooter. I don't think you get another play. Okay, you just grabbed it with the 100. And you immediately go from 100 to under 70. And you even supplemented it with another 12. Okay? The amount of space that you just covered could be done with a flip and you'd still have 100, or you could just push up the field slightly slower. Either way, this is just, it's an aggressive use of boost when you're not supplementing it nearly as enough with small pads. And now you're at 26. You can't make this play because you don't have the boost for it. I would say distant. Upload your next 2 weeks games to ball chasing. And not necessarily all of the games, but just one now, and then work on boost management and one in like 2 weeks. And the one now that you're going to upload, you're going to look at that time spent with 0 boost column. And you're going to be in probably 60 seconds out of a 5-minute game with 0 boost. And what you're going to go for is using more flips, using the boost that you collect a little bit less, and in 2 weeks you're going to be at 30 seconds. Maybe 45 seconds. 45 seconds out of a 5-minute game with no boost. I would say anywhere 40 and under is going to be the goal. I would challenge you to look at some of your favorite pros, upload their games to ball chasing, or figure out a way to find their games on ball chasing, and just see how many seconds that they spend at 0 boost. That was a fantastic shot, by the way. That was a really good shot. Maybe being backward there would have been helpful. I think teammate in the corner, you either play for them breaking out into offense, or you play defensively and be on the backboard. Flepsy's got to be there. Again, you get boost and you spend 30 of it immediately. Now you used a whole bunch of boost, you don't have any to recover. Your mechanical ability, your hits on the ball for the most part, are all really good. I think the thing that's limiting you the most that I'm seeing is definitely boost management. Another good tackle. Just really good reads on the ball all the time. What a big save. Clutch. Again, we're at 0 boost trying to make saves. And that one was tough. They were boost starving. So the other team was doing a really good job of maintaining control. Teammates up. Like it. Like it. That was a big hit. It was good play into the side wall. You had a good read on what to do after Buckle touched it. Buckle had a good shot. Until boost kickoff by the opponent. Nice. Ooh, what a read. The cut rotation or the two-man clear. Do you remember a timestamp in the thing? Should I back up? I've said a lot of things, and I've already forgotten anything that would pertain to a two-man clear. Distant. I would say, yeah, you've got great mechanics. I think your plays off the wall, your reads on the other team are all really good spots. I'd say the thing that's holding you back the most is probably boost. You end up in these situations where you could have boost and you don't. Rob, what the fuck are you talking about? That I was talking about, so that you could get the clarity that you're looking for. Defensive corner. Oh, yeah. So I don't remember exactly where that was. I think it was in here somewhere. Right? Maybe not. This is, I think, is where the goal happens. What a fucking shot. Yeah, that's where the goal happens. It's gotta be back farther. Like a minute ago. I think this particular situation, it was the fact that his teammate didn't have a lot of boost. Oh my god. Here it is. So Buckle was in the corner, Flapsy was in the corner, and Buckle I think just needs to rotate out here. So I think the best thing for Buckle to do was to get the boost and come back in rotation a little bit, whether that's this way, up the wall. Any of those I think make a lot of sense. Distance using his awareness to realize that there's really no one coming in, and he can absolutely be a play in this. So Buckle gets the hit. And now he's made his hit. So do we let Buckle dribble this knowing that he's got space? Sure, that's definitely an option. He's got space, he's got boost, Flexy's contending with this guy. Or do we just get this ball the fuck out of here? And Distant has a really good approach for a pitch clear. This isn't quite the typical two-man clear I would be talking about. Usually it's like Buckle gets a hit, Distant gets a hit, Buckle gets another hit kind of thing. This plays out as a bit of a two-man clear because Buckle gets a hit and then Distant gets a hit and it's cleared out. So technically, yes, this is a two-man clear. It's not my typical idea of what a two-man clear might be. But yes, when Distant's making this play right here, an option for him is to backflip here and let Buckle just take it. You know, trust your teammate. I think that's huge. I don't mind this pinch clear though. They were in a really awkward defensive stand, and I think that getting it out of the zone, even if you lose possession, is okay. I don't. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably let Buckle have this. Alright, so then we saw both those goals, right? This was, yeah. Yeah, it's good. That was a good contest in order to make sure that ball came back center. What's up, Fick? This was a really good opportunity. That was a good dribble attempt. You're playing it, yeah. I believe it. And that could be another reason why you were low boost. And it gets harder. It gets even harder at these higher ranks because they're just going to do a really good job of being very speedy, moving around the field, stealing boosts from you, and then your teammates are going to be grabbing up big boosts, so they're going to be potentially stealing boosts from you as well. So there's a lot of small factors that can come into play. Yeah, definitely take a replay where you're in RSC or playing against people of the same rank, and do that 2-week strategy for ball chasing. Check how many seconds you are with 0 boost. I think it's a really cool stat. That's a good clear. And he's back passing it? What a play. I don't like Flepsy's touch there. I think it's better if he just isn't a part of that play. Yeah, this lobby is high. It's tough for me to tell you exactly what to do when a lobby is that high because so much can change very quickly. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to get those stupid awkward touches because it fucks up the other team. So it really depends. Why are you in there? No, you restart, go watch the VOD. We already talked about why you're in that game. Apparently you were playing some with buddies and you did the thing. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there. I think that was a good stream. Alright, doubt I will do another replay review tonight. But queue them up, I'll have them ready to go. And then starting Monday, I will be checking franchise replay folders and going through those. Alright, later guys.